How you guys doing, man? This is John Sanders here with Limitless Hoops, and we are ready to rock and roll here. I got my whole intro down, more down pat now. I sound like a radio guy, kind of. I'm working on it. Once again, we are here with Bryson, James, Ulysses, Sharpley.
Hello.
I just made up one of those middle names, but you can figure that stuff out later. All right, but yes, we are here on the what is it? On the edge, on the forefront. We're 30 minutes away. We're 30 minutes away from having our first Tuesday, Thursday team practice. And again, I am excited. I got to tell you this. Like, I actually am excited about this. What's up, Gavin Witt? Part of the, it reminds me of when we were in college and in high school. They did this. They did this to us. So don't fall for this trick, even though I might do it to you guys. First, they break you down. They will call you names. They'll run you till you're dead. They do this every freaking year, and then they build you up. And they do that because the Army does that. All right, and it's how you do stuff. So then people depend on you. It's basically like me, robbing you of your house. I burn down your house. I take all your money, and then all of a sudden I start giving you an allowance. And you're like, what? And if you don't take the allowance, you're gonna die. After a while, you would come to depend on me. And then I would be like your father. And you'll be like, wait, weren't you the dude that burned down my house too? And I'd be like, those are past times. Don't worry about that. Right? So with that said, I have to break you guys down in terms of understanding what two different programs are. All right. What's up, Crystal Master? Oh, it's Noah. What's up, Noah? All right. And I have to break you guys down because programs everywhere are all about the team. All they care about is the team stuff because the team stuff makes money. If you don't have a good team, you don't make money. Team stuff keeps players because if they don't have a good team, they want to quit. And then they do the team stuff so much that, if you do the team stuff, let's say 2 days a week, you're going to have less of a chance to be the team that does the team stuff 3 days a week. So then they'll do it 4 days a week just to win games. And they will completely forget about skills because skills takes a year or two to get better. It doesn't take you're not going to get better in a month, right? So they just do skills. So they just do team stuff. So for our program, I've made it just skill stuff. And everyone's like, that's not how it should be. And they're right. I break you guys down into thinking that you don't need the team stuff, and the team stuff is horrible. But then I build you guys back up. All right, now we're going to have some team development where it's like, if you're not good, who cares? Who cares if you're not good or not? Just stand in the right spot, screen for the person who is supposed to be open. It's not about you being good. It's about the team. If the other team's better than us, don't worry about it. We'll work on a zone. We'll double team their best player. We'll trick them. We don't need to get better than them. Yes, they're going to get the college scholarship, but who cares about that? Let's just win this game. So now we will have that kind of stuff in the program. Does that make sense, Bryson? Does that make sense?
Yeah, so yeah.
I mean, explain to everybody. This is a very crazy idea that I'm doing about just making kids better. No one does this.
No one does this?
Yeah, like the way that you guys look at me, like when we talk about it's a skill development only program. You don't give me the most normal look. You're like, it's kind of crazy.
Do I?
Yes, we've talked about this.
Really?
Don't act like you just all of a sudden completely on my side from day one.
Huh? I mean,
It's a little bit different.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Anyways, but this is what it is basically, okay, guys? There are if there were two different programs, let's say that there was a program that was finally made for the 7-foot dude who's about to make the NBA in like a few years. And all he has to do is get better. He's a pretty good winner already, right? This dude, but he doesn't have a 3-point shot. He doesn't have the ball handling. He would, and there was a program that spent every waking hour on that stuff, and in the end, there would be a program for kids like that. We'll call that program B, and there would be program A, which is every other program that just works on like winning games, stuff like that. And if they made program A, that's for the majority of kids. They made program B, that would be for such few kids. So few of players are actually NBA talent. Would you say?
Very few.
Very few.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And if they had this program on one side of the street, A, and the other program on the other side of the street, B, and you saw what was going on, they should, in my opinion, they should treat those players differently than they treat the normal player. Absolutely. Because this guy, his goals aren't small. His goals are huge, so we have to teach him so much more, and he can probably handle so much more. He's a special human being. He can go 7 days a week, he can go 3 hours a day. Like if it was like just Kobe Bryant, just Kevin Garnett over there, right? Those guys can do special things where the normal kid can't. The normal kid's gonna break. But what I say is, if you had a choice between those two, would you want to at least try Group B for a second? For a year, a month? Or maybe they didn't get it right. Because everyone that they put in the B school is not gonna make the NBA. Some of them will break. Some of them thought that they were great and they were like 7 feet tall, but they weren't good enough. And there's some people that they skipped over in Group A because they were short, they weren't like, ultra talented early or whatever, skinny. So I say anyone who wants a chance should get the chance, no matter who you are. All right, so that's why I built this program, and that's why we're doing the elite team the way that we do it as well. There are some things that you will love with this stuff, like how slow it goes, that we're learning plays and learning to win. There are some things that you will not like, though. The fact that we all play 3 years up, and the fact that not everyone's guaranteed playing time at all. You can come to every single practice. If you don't play one of the game, you're sitting down, and there's a player better than you never comes, he's playing. Until we get down by a few, then it's like, who cares? We'll play the people that practice a lot. But yes, we're playing to win. All right. So that's all that I got for that Team A and Team B stuff. And then there's one more thing. I forgot about the workout coins yesterday because we were so hurried in the end because we had to swear in Declan and Kiernan. I have not laid off that. On Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we will still be doing the one-on-one thing at the end of practice. Sorry about not doing it last time. At the end of this practice, we will be doing Bull in the Ring, though. Bull in the Ring is everyone surrounding one dribbler in the middle, and then we call out 2 people. We'll be like A, B, C, or D, or whatever. They will come in and try to steal the ball, and they have 5 seconds to steal the ball. And you don't know where they're coming from because they'll be around you, rotating, and it's a fun deal. Football programs aren't allowed to do it anymore, but they used to hit each other, tackle. We're not quite hitting each other. You should have found this through drill. But that's how we finish practice. We're going to start practice with our sprints. If you do not show up, if you do not wear black shoes and black socks, that's 1 sprint per person. If you don't bring a basketball, bring a basketball. We'll give you a basketball later on as you earn it. But that's 2 sprints if you don't bring a basketball. 3 is if you don't bring your jersey. But we'll be giving your jerseys tonight. And then 4 is, what is 4? Do you know 4? Oh man! 4 is a backpack, which we don't even have our backpacks yet. We won't get those to you until March. So save up some coins. That's 4 sprints, and then if you don't bring yourself, that's 5. So if you don't come, your team has 5 sprints in honor of you, and that's how we're going to start off practice with our running. All right. So heads up for that. All right, and then let's go with our story of the day, and then we're going to come back and do the movie time. All right, story of the day. Watch it. Life is 100 flights of stairs in a building with an elevator that goes extremely slow. Some were born on the 25th floor, but most of us were born on the first. In the quest to reach the top, the trick is to take the stairs, regardless of where you started out. And never enter the comfortable elevator, no matter how you've caught up. It's funny, I used to tell that story by saying, because you know how elevators usually faster than stairs?
Yeah.
I changed it to like it's an extremely slow elevator. But before I used to be like, you get in the elevator and it's like you have to crank it yourself. So the elevator was the hard one. But this way is easier to understand. All right, so basically I'm saying if you take the stairs, that's the sucky way. That's the way that's like hard work, losing games, and it's not as comfortable. But the elevator's so slow that if you take the elevator, like you just have like easy practices. You play at your grade level. No one pushes you too much. You're gonna get passed up by anyone that takes the stairs. And while you're really comfortable in there, realize that like some people they started on like floor 25. You started on floor 1. So when they take the elevator, you take the elevator, you're going up the same exact pace, and you'll always be behind them. Now you might catch up one day because you'll see it. You'll be like, wait a minute, I'm gonna work harder. And you're going to sprint up the stairs. You're going to catch them on, like, let's say 40 or so. And then right when you catch them, you're going to get on the elevator with them and be like, I belong with you now. But then you guys will still be going up slowly. But there are some players who are going to take the stairs the entire time. Whether they started on floor 1 or whether they started on floor 25 or floor 50. Like Giannis probably started on floor 99 and he still took the stairs, right? And they're gonna get higher than you. If you ever get in that elevator and you ever make it easy for yourself, other people will still be climbing the stairs. So make sure that you don't get tired of the stairs. All right? No matter how hot it is in there, how uncomfortable it is, how much your legs hurt, know that it's a faster road to getting better. Because the end, you want to reach 400. And if you don't get there and you took the stairs the entire time, only made it to 477, it's better than you would have been by taking the elevator. You like that story?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite stories to tell. All right, but I'm trying to encapsulate it in like one little 40-minute video or 40-second video. It was hard, but I think I conveyed that. Do you think that the video matched up with what I was just said?
Yeah.
It was obvious.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope so. Anyways, let's start off with our movie time. And this is a good movie. You seen this movie? A long time ago or something?
When I looked it up, it seems familiar.
All right, here we go. Movie time.
All right. Yeah. All right. This is the 4th grade movie?
Fourth grade movie, yep.
A League of Their Own. All right. For this movie, the
whole thing is in sign language. That's why these people right here are doing sign language on the projector screen.
Yeah, exactly. No.
It's not.
Okay, so it's a baseball movie. It's the first female league, pro female league baseball team. It's the whole league, and it's about these two sisters. They compete in the league, trying to make it better, and they're rivals themselves. Not really much I know.
So basically,
beyond that.
Basically the all the men left to go to the war.
Okay,
right? And so the baseball league, Major League Baseball, was like screwed because they had no guys because it wasn't like it was like a draft. Like everyone had to go to the war. So, but people still wanted to watch baseball. So these women stepped up, and they were the first like women baseball team, and they went around recruiting these girls. This is a true story. And one girl, she was like the coolest. She's like a tomboy, just hitting the ball like crazy. Someone like threw like a ball like at her face, and she like just caught it with her bare hand. Like she was like dope. But yeah, the two sisters. There's the older one and the younger one. The younger one was super jealous of the older one because the older one was like a leader, a catcher, and stuff like that. And the younger one just like left her team and was like, "Screw you." and went to the other team and like always like fought against her bigger sister. The coach is Tom Hanks. He was like, women shouldn't play baseball. It's kind of like a joke, but he's like this like drunk of a coach that was like a has-been former player. So they put him in charge of it. It was like embarrassing at first, but then he got used to it. For me, growing up watching this movie, I know this sounds a little sexist and silly, but like, because women watch movies with like Rudy and Michael Jordan in them, and they get inspired, right? This was like the first movie about women playing a sport where I was super inspired. Like, I was this girl right here. Like, for reals. Like, I would have the bat like her. I wanted to be her. It was, like, so cool. And then even in the movie, they fast forward to the future where, like, the older women are getting together to talk about this experience that they had. And it was super inspirational. Even from, like, a little boy. I was, like, about, like, 10 or something like that. But, yeah, it was dope. Madonna's in it. So I really recommend this movie for anyone. It's not just a girls movie or guys movie or a baseball movie. It's just a really inspirational movie. And if you want to watch it like with your mom or dad, they will definitely love this movie because when it came out, it was super popular. So yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that about what you read?
Yeah.
Any other things?
I don't think I've seen it.
You haven't seen it? Hey, I don't recommend all these movies to everyone of every grade, but this one I will. Anyways, Bryson's going to head out. He's going to meet you guys at the gym at 5:30. The show ends at 5:30. You're supposed to be there at 5:30 for the practices because they start at 6. So heads up for that. They start at 6 on Tuesdays, Thursdays. I think that they wanted us in and out of the gym so that the janitors could leave to go home early. So we can abide by that. All right. But you're supposed to show up at 5:30. Today we'll pass all your jerseys then, but eventually you guys can be there without me because the warm-up for the elite team is without the coaches. But I'll have to teach it to you guys first, so I'll get there as soon as this show's over. But he'll be there first early. I'll open up my car door for you, okay? And then you can just, let me think. Do I have my keys here? No. I'll open it from my phone, okay? The car door will be open, and then you can open up the driver's side door, hit the eject button, is that what it's called? The back flap, and then you can close it back up. It's okay. All right. Anyways, that's about it. How many stars? I would say 44 stars. Done.
Oh.
44 stars. If you're watching this movie, Bryson, let us know. If you guys watch it, you guys let us know as well by posting a video online. Maybe Bryson might give you a coin. You down with that? If you haven't seen any? All right, you guys. All right, Bryson, thank you for joining us.
Yep.
And we are out, Bryson. All right, let's go to our next thing. We kind of have to breeze through the rest of this stuff. And again, if you're watching this on a replay, this is for the workout for Wednesday. So this will give you a heads up for that stuff. All right, I'll see you over there, Bryce. All right, and so for the elementary school, we got one-on-one, no steals, no blocks. When we do the one-on-one, no steals, no blocks, all right, we mainly want to do that so that we can practice our shot, all right? But you have to realize that you're also doing it for defensive reasons, all right? You know you're not going to just steal the ball from them, all right? And you're not going to block their shot, but you want to make sure that your first step is like lateral, that you're right up on them, that when you put a hand up, even though you're not trying to block the shot, you're still trying to like put your hand in their face. It's actually harder to play this kind of defense, and I get more blocks during this game than I do during real games because everyone's just like, I can't get my hand away. It's like, dude, learn to be quicker. So for no steals, no blocks, it's not just an offensive drill, it's a defensive drill as well. All right, we got make 15 threes in 3 minutes. We tried to do the scissor dribbles last time in 3 minutes. 15 threes in 3 minutes is the worthy goal of any good shooter. If you consider yourself a good shooter, you can do this on your own to practice it. Add it to the homework playlist if you want. That's a great strategy just to get better in general. All right. Then we have line jumps to shots. That's jumping over the line in one of 8 ways with 2 feet together like this, forward and back, or 1 foot, or the other foot, or side to side, 1 foot, the other foot, or scissors or cross scissors like that. But either way, whenever we tell you to do one of those jumps, we will say go, and then you have to make a certain number of shots. But it's mainly for the line jumps, but we also mix in shooting as well. Then we have tap series, that's sprinting up and going bounce between the legs, clack clack, and then you go crossover or you go straight. This teaches you to handle the ball low. Then we got 21 by 3 jumps. This is just jumping a whole bunch of times off the right leg, left leg, and both legs, and you just become a better jumper from like practicing jumping. Then we have quick ball touches after that. Same thing, quick touches and jumping a lot. Basketball is a jumping sport, so therefore we jump. All right, let's do the trivia real quick. If you happen to be here for the trivia. Trivia today is, what was the first year that each Final Four team was a first seed? So the Final Four, so the college basketball's NCAA tournament involves 64 teams. They are split into 4 different categories by region, and then these groups are from 1 to 16. Okay, these groups are from 1 to 16, 1 to 16, 1 to 16, and everyone like bets on it and stuff like that. Hardly ever do all number 1 seeds make it to the Final Four. All right, and if you bet that way, you probably wouldn't win the stupid pool either. But one year it happened. And it's happened since, but when was the first year that happened when all 4 number 1 seeds made the Final Four? That is the trivia question today. Anyone who gets it gets a point for the trivia question for the month. You only get 1 chance. Good luck. The winner at the end of the month wins the entire trivia. And right now, I believe Ben Kaufman is winning. All right, so moving on, we got our homework. Let's check out the homework. Homework, Rush Challenge, Day 1, Part 1. Oh, he's going to post it in 2 parts. Okay. So Connor's still going, still doing his ball spins with Jake Aaron, still doing it. Derek Valdez doing the finger spins. Oh, I want to see Derek do it, man. How is Derek doing in terms of the ball spins? Let me check real quick. I got to see this because, look, if he does this every single day, he'll be able to do it by the end. I have no doubt, even for his young age. All right, but let's see if he can do it. Where is he? Derek Valdez. There you go, Derek. All right, let's call him out. Let's put him on here, right here. Put him on blast.
Begin.
Hey, you're throwing it too high, Derek. Throw it a little bit lower than that. You gotta spin it correctly. They say that you can practice just by spinning it. Practice the spin more than the catch. Spin it fast. So yeah, he needs to practice the spin first. That's pretty awesome. 96 in 2005.
High.
Let's check it out for the trivia. The trivia answer is, hi, it's Noah. 96 in 2005. I did the trivia. That is not the answer. That is not the answer. It's not the answer that I have. I can look it up just in case it is, though. Let me see. The 1996 Final Four NCAA was between, let's see, 1996 NCAA Finals. It was between, so UMass was the number 1 seed, in Kentucky and Connecticut and Purdue. Did they all make it? UMass made it. Kentucky made it. Nope. Mississippi State made that year. UConn lost in the regional semifinals. So, no, that is not the answer. 1996 and 2005 is not the answer either. All right. Nice try. All right. Moving on. Got our picture of the day. Oh, man. Who's going to do better? Kyrie or Clay? They both start up this week. I know I'm excited to see Clay a little bit more because he's been gone for longer, and I'm really interested. Man, 2 years is a long time. He's gonna be rusty, but maybe not. He's one of the greatest players of all time. But man, Kyrie too. Dang, I don't know which one of these 2 guys is gonna be it, but like the more impact. Oh my God, they might make the finals, both of them. I'm super excited. But if I had to pick who's gonna do better, I'm gonna say Kyrie. He's more fresh. 2 years is a long time. Plus that he had a bad injury, but he doesn't move. I get it. I think they're both gonna do great, but Kyrie's gonna do better. That is my guess. If you have a guess, put it in the comment section. All right. To finish up, we got our middle school stuff. Is shell drill, defensive free throw, box out, lots of cones, on-count quick dribbles, lane slides, post big seal to score. And then for our high school, we got What is the high school one? High school, we got favorite underdog, one-on-one, last-second shots, weave, rebound, athletic spin to reverse, pick and roll, retreat, then beat, and then ball drop layup. For the favorite underdog one, it's one of my favorite drills. I know I said this for a few drills, but I swear to you, it's less than 10. All right? The favorite underdog one, we put two players against each other one-on-one, but we'll have one player sprint 10 sprints. All right? All the way down the court is 1, all the way back is 2. During those 10 sprints, that's the favorite sprinting. The underdog, the person who is supposed to lose, he shoots shots from the elbow. Every shot that he makes goes towards his score. All right? Clay over Kyrie. All right, we'll find out. And then once the guy is done with his 10 sprints, he should be tired, and the underdog should have a lead. And then you play to 11. And it's the underdog's ball first, and he should go right at him since he's tired. If you can beat them as a favorite after sprinting and giving up a lead, that proves that you're better than this dude by a lot, and I like how you just put it in his face. If you're barely behind someone and you could beat them playing this game as the underdog, that's the game that you probably should play. Heck, it's a great way to beat a good player. All right, and that's how you have to start. That's how you have to start. But either way, it evens the score up just a little bit. And it shows how great you can possibly be because you're playing against the odds, no matter who you are, whether you're playing against the favorite or whether you're super tired and down by some points. All right. And this is how basketball is sometimes, because sometimes it just isn't fair. Sometimes, you're going to be playing against better players. And sometimes the refs are going to have it in for you and they're going to be favoring the other team. It just happens. And this game gets you used to that. So I love the fact that it gets you used to that. So that's why we do the favorite underdog one-on-one. So heads up for that. We might have that showing up there sometime this week. Let's check out the quote of the day. Quote of the day is, it's my Dennis Rodman picture. All right. Dive for loose balls. All right. Dive for loose balls. Look at this dive. Dennis Rodman is one of the dopest players to ever play in the NBA. All right. This is going all out. And I've seen this play. I've seen it run out. And he had no chance at this ball. Period. Let me see. He had no chance to get this ball and he still went for it. And in the end, it's yeah, maybe he's just being silly. Maybe. But it inspires his teammates. It shows you that, it shows the coach that he's all in, 100%, right? And if you put forth that effort, other people are going to have to follow you, right? And if you want to see it live, it looks like this. Slow-moed it for you guys. He had no chance, but he still almost got it. You gotta love that dude. And there's also ways to dive as well. All right, there are ways to dive where if you want to be like this dude, the way that he played all out all the time, all right, it's just who he is. And I think if you're playing like this, no one can ever say anything about your effort, about who you are. You'll always be able to play in games. All right? They will always allow you to play because if you're willing to just give up your body for the sport, there are so few people willing to do that they're just gonna give it to you. And the other team, they're not going to dive for the loose balls like you're going to dive. So if you're the one taking charges, diving for loose balls, going for every single rebound like this guy was right here, Dennis Rodman, they'll let you do anything, including paint your hair funny colors and wear a dress outside, whatever. Leave naked during the game. It doesn't matter because you're the guy that hustles. All right? And I was always the superstar when I was growing up, but I didn't want to be the superstar. I wanted to be this guy. I wanted to be like Kobe diving on the floor for loose balls. I wanted to get chased down blocks like LeBron James. I didn't want to just be like the prima donna, I'm all that guy. I wanted to be the best defender. And over my course of my high school, I slowly made myself into that player. And then once I got into college, I wasn't the best player. And I did have to sacrifice my body, and it was awesome. Then when I became like the best player again when I was overseas, I still did this. I still try to do these things. Even though my team needed me to not get injured and things like that, I still dove for the balls, and I still wanted to give full out effort because that's when you know that like you deserve the wins. And if you lose, who cares? It just is what it is. So I know he's a weirdo, but try to be like Dennis Rodman, all right? Try to be like Dennis Rodman and, yeah, dive for loose balls, all right? That's the quote of the day, dive for loose balls. We'll talk about all the things. I'm about to leave right this second to head out to practice. I'll see you guys over there. All right, let's bring it hard. No one won the trivia today, but it happens. The trivia answer was the Final Four in 2008 included Memphis, UCLA, Kansas, and North Carolina. Kansas beat Memphis in the championship game. All right, you guys. I will see y'all soon. Cue my music. And I'm out!